Please welcome Lannis Robinson, CMAA and President of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association's Board of Directors, who will introduce the NIAAA National Scholarship Recipients.
I am pleased to introduce our first National Scholarship recipient, Cole Hagan. Cole is from Draper, Utah, and graduated from Conner Canyon High School in May with a grade point average of 4.0, placing him first in his graduating class. Supporting Cole in his endeavors are his parents Sean Hagan and Marcy Hagan, along with his high school athletic administrator at Conner Canyon, Patrick Thurman, RAA. Cole is currently a freshman attending Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut, while also continuing his athletic career as a member of the Yale football team. Cole earned 9 varsity letters in his high school career and was a 4-time state champion across 3 different sports. He competed all 4 years in football and track and competed for 3 years in basketball. In his senior year, Cole was named captain of the football team. Cole was very engaged with his school outside of athletics. He held leadership positions in both Especially for Athletes, E4A, where he practiced being a positive influence in competitive endeavors, and the National Honor Society, where he served 30 hours per year to the community. In the local community, Cole served at the Draper Rehab Care Center, where he visited the elderly. He also helped feed 600 people every year at the St. Vincent's Homeless Shelter. Furthermore, Cole spent time on a weekly basis with a special needs friend in the summers. Please welcome the NIAAA 2020 National Male Scholarship recipient, Cole Hagan, as he shares his essay with us entitled, How High School Athletics Has Impacted My Life.
Hi everybody, my name is Cole Hagan from Conner Canyon High School in Draper, Utah. I'm honored to be the NIAAA National Scholarship recipient. At this time, I especially want to thank all of my parents, coaches, teachers, and teammates who have been a huge part of my journey and have helped me reach my goals on and off the field. I'd also like to thank the NIAAA for finding a way to still honor us during the COVID-19 restrictions. Never again will we take for granted the roar of a crowd on a Friday night or standing shoulder to shoulder with our brothers on the field. I'm currently serving a 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Washington, D.C. After my mission, I will be attending Yale University, where I have signed to play football. I didn't even realize I was holding my breath. We were headed into the 4th quarter with a comfortable lead, but the game was far from over. The other team made a comeback and took a 34-33 lead with only a few seconds remaining on the clock. But we were in control of the last play. On the snap, an easy field goal would send us to the state championship game. Then, in a moment of disbelief, the snap was mishandled and I was left sitting defeated in a silent stadium. With the sting of failure still fresh in our minds, our team committed to working more intensely in the off-season. We lifted harder, we ran longer, and we studied more. We became united in a purpose that we knew each of us couldn't accomplish on our own. Our sense of team became bigger than any one of us. As the season began, I was named team captain. We were all eager to get back out on the field. We had always worked hard, but we knew that we needed to work harder. Practices were long and strenuous. Our coaches pushed us beyond our limits. Week after week, we took on new opponents. We watched game film as a team, and I watched more at home. We listened to our coaches and their advice. I showed the team that I was willing to put in the time, sometimes take a beating, and get back to work. I have a vivid memory of the minutes before we took the field at the state championship game. After lacing my shoes with steady hands, I stood before my team with complete certainty of what the sum of our parts would be that night. My breathing was easy, my mind was alert, and as we ran out onto the field, the lights lit the face of every player. I learned that success is much more than bringing home a trophy. It is trusting in your teammates and coaches, humbly acknowledging areas for improvement, and ultimately giving the game everything you have. As a 2-year varsity quarterback, I am uniquely positioned as a leader on the team and at school. To be an effective leader, I understand that I must lead by example to earn the respect of my teammates and coaches. Weightlifting at 6 a.m., starting in January until the beginning of the season, showed my team discipline. Extra time spent studying plays and film showed the players my work ethic. Maintaining a 4.0 GPA throughout the demanding season showed my team responsibility. Upholding my values and beliefs at all times showed everyone my integrity. In 2019, I was named the Gatorade Utah Player of the Year, Deseret News 6A MVP, and Deseret News Rewind MVP. Throughout my years as starting quarterback, I was also selected as the Mountain Star Athlete of the Week, KU TV Prep of the Week, Southtown Automall Player of the Week, and National Scholar. Although earning these awards was gratifying, it was the team award of undefeated 6A state champions that meant the most. Crossing that finish line with my band of brothers as a unified team brought more value to my life than anything that I could have ever accomplished on my own. Thank you.
I am also delighted to introduce our second National Scholarship recipient, Naja Nicholas. Naja is from Kenner, Louisiana, and graduated in May from Kenner Discovery Health Sciences Academy with a 4.0 grade point average, finishing first in her class. She is a founding student of Kenner Discovery and is part of the first graduating class. Supporting Naja in her endeavors is her mother, Danielle Little. The athletic administrator at Kenner Discovery is Gerald Fisher, CAA. He also helped aid Naja in her growth as he coached girls basketball and softball, both sports that Naja participated in. Naja also participated in volleyball and track and field. Overall, she earned 11 varsity letters in her time at Kenner Discovery while achieving all-district status 4 times, twice each for basketball and volleyball. In addition, she was a district finalist for track and field. Within her school organizations, Naja was the Student Council Executive Board Vice President and the National Honor Society Historian. Naja was fluent in sign at the age of 8. However, the woman who taught her how to sign was killed in a tragic train accident. This inspired Naja to continue her legacy by becoming the founder and president of the ASL Club at Kenner Discovery. Naja was also very involved in her community. She spent over 500 hours volunteering as a hospital volunteer, around 30 hours a year as a tutor, and she served as a junior counselor at Camp Discovery and Greater New Orleans Association of Student Councils. Naja is now attending Xavier University of Louisiana, is on the softball team. Please welcome the NIAAA 2020 National Female Scholarship recipient, Naja Nicholas, as she shares her essay with us entitled, How High School Athletics Has Impacted My Life.
Hi, my name is Naja Nicholas, and this is my old high school, Kenner Discovery Health Sciences Academy. This is where I made lifelong friends. I learned to be a student leader and graduated as the school's first valedictorian. I now attend Xavier University of Louisiana, where I'm pursuing a career in medicine and playing collegiate softball. My dream is to become an internal medicine physician and then eventually teach first-year medical students. Now here's my story on how high school athletics has impacted my life. As a founding student at Kenner Discovery High School, I had the opportunity to be one of the first participants in most of the varsity sports programs. Playing for an underdeveloped program was very difficult for me. Our volleyball team practiced outside with a beach volleyball net. Our basketball team walked a mile every day to get to another gym for practice. The softball team had no bases, and our track team never stepped foot on an actual track. As 9th graders, we were playing teams that had gyms, weight rooms, and better equipment than us. I will never forget our first volleyball game. We walked into a packed gym with our dirty volleyball shoes on and saw the other team. They all had the same uniform from head to toe. The announcer called out the starting 6 on the team. 4 of the starters on the other team were seniors, and our entire team had 9th graders. That game had a very devastating outcome. Despite the odds, I experienced a close-knit culture with my teammates. As underdogs, winning 1 game out of the season was looked at as a huge accomplishment. Now that I'm a senior, I have witnessed our programs grow. Our basketball team is 3rd in District 3A, the volleyball team made playoffs for the 2nd year in a row, and the track team has 2 state champions. Most importantly, I realized how high school sports have shaped the person I am today. Throughout my high school career, I have been first in many things. I will be my school's first valedictorian, I am the first African American female Louisiana hostess state president, and the first person in my family to go to college. None of this would be possible without the discipline and skills I have learned from being a part of a sports team. It's very difficult to be a student athlete, especially when you want to maintain a 4.0 GPA and play 4 varsity sports. Sometimes I got very discouraged and wanted to quit a sport because school was more important. However, the most significant lesson I learned from this experience was time management. It allowed me to not only manage schools and sports, but many other extracurricular activities. Without the structure of athletics, I wouldn't know where I wanted to go or how I would get there. I cannot thank my coaches enough for the motivation they gave me. For instance, Coach Tracy of the NIAAA United Club volleyball team was the strictest coach I have ever encountered. She especially liked to critique my every play. At times, I cried because I thought I wasn't good enough to be on a club team. I never understood why she paid my fee to be on the team, but later I found out that she saw the most potential in me and wanted to give me a chance to play volleyball in college. This type of tough love prepared me for the real world and gave me thicker skin. Even though I don't want to play a sport professionally, the desire to improve my athletic skills has given me the ability to improve on my confidence, determination, and focus. The last 4 years of my life have been filled with amazing teammates. Without teamwork, I wouldn't have made lasting friends, developed better communication skills, and learned how to be a respectable leader. It takes a lot of skill to move as one on a team, and that's what I think most teams are missing. We've struggled together, overcome many obstacles, and built the foundation for the generations to come. I've had the honor of being captain of both the volleyball and basketball teams. For that, I learned what it feels like to be looked up to. Those girls don't listen to me because I'm bossy. They listen to me because they believe in me. My leadership role in athletics persuaded me to be a leader in school, for my family, and for the community. I'd like to thank NIAAA for giving me this opportunity. I'd also like to thank Kenner Discovery High School for giving me the tools for success, and especially to Coach Fisher, who has introduced me to the scholarship opportunity. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me through this journey. Thank you for listening.